I am about to share with you six surprising facts about Harvard that I am hoping will loosen you up, because I'm about to help you reduce some of that nervousness about applying to Harvard or anywhere else. And instead of being like the other robotic, gifted, talented, perfect scoring, perfect GPA applicants who don't get in, you, no less gifted, no less talented, will be able to hold on to your authentic self and display it. So here's to pulling down Harvard's pants. I'm a college counselor who says really weird things, but I'm here to help you get into and get through college. You're watching Journey with Jordana, so let's go. If you think that it's hard to get in now, between 1940 and 1970, entering first-year students had to have their photos taken for Harvard's record. Naked. Yeah, it was for some kind of science experiment where they were comparing body posture and intelligence. And get this, Harvard wasn't the only one to do it. Yale, Vassar, and Brown did it too. Yeah, but pick that chin up off the floor because I'm not done yet. Currently, there are students who, with their consent, choose at midnight during both semesters, including the winter semester, on the last night of reading period, before final exams, to let out a primal scream and then strip down naked and streak across the campus yard, while other students line the pathway and a band plays. Like, this is a thing. Yeah, Brown has a naked donut run, Columbia and Tufts have naked runs, Dartmouth does it, and Princeton has a nude Olympics. I'm just saying this because when you go to write your essay or you go in for your interview, I want you to remember that these are the kinds of activities that take place on campus. While you're stressing out and you're buttoned up to the neck, they need streakers. I'm not telling you to include this in your interview. I am not telling you to write this in as any part of your essay saying, yeah, I'm willing to streak. Please don't. I'm just telling you, don't take yourself so seriously. They don't want boring students on a boring campus. Which means that every year, really smart kids with no shown personality or with no crystal clear fit don't get in. Many students were trying so hard to be perfect that they actually lost themselves. And that can happen while you're applying to any school. So extrapolate. Let's take a second to get some perspective. Number 5, if you think that you can't afford to go, think again, because that's the thing with some of these really expensive colleges. They have a lot of money, which means a lot of money to give away. Harvard's endowment is in the tens of billions, meaning they have enough money to pay for the entire freshman class to go for free just off the interest alone. Of course, they're not going to do that, but they do offer need-based scholarships, meaning the scholarships meet your financial need. And they have need-blind admissions, meaning that they are not choosing which students to admit based on scholarship quota. Like, there's no one sitting there like, Bill, before you continue with that application, can you make sure that they can afford to go? Because if they can't afford to go, we're not going to accept them. We can't take any more scholarship winners. Everyone, no more scholarships. Like, there's no one doing that. In fact, for students with parents making under $150,000, Harvard costs about as much as a state school once you include all of the financial aid they're giving you. And even for international students, it costs even less. Number 4, support. At such a competitive elite school, you'd think that everyone was like a genius and needed no help or support in getting those A's, but there's actually a lot of support. And I even heard that at one point they even had Shih Tzu puppies in one of the libraries that you could play with and help reduce some of your stress. And if you want human support, Harvard has a 3-tier advising system where you get an academic advisor, a proctor, which is like a staff or a grad student who lives with you and gives you advice on anything that you need help with, and you get an upperclassman as a peer advising fellow. And they want students who are going to be secure and confident enough to ask for help and make use of those resources. Think about it like this. Of all the students that have ever attended Harvard, 2% flunked out. Why would you? Number 3, zero tolerance. You'd also think at an institution where a lot of the elites and celebrities go, that there would be a lot of people with questionable ethics and cheaters. Yeah. I mean, you've all heard the scandals about how some of the elite are able to get themselves into some of the elite colleges, but there will be none of that at Harvard. In 2012, 125 students cheated on a government class take-home exam, and after investigation, most of them were expelled. So the point of this little story is that they tried it. So let go of all those little voices whispering in your head, telling you that you're not smart enough or that everyone else is better than you, because they're not. Number 2, housing. Now, here's a fun tradition. After freshman year, everyone is sorted into one of 12 different houses where there are additional advisors and supports. No, you don't get sorted like that, but it is a lot of fun.
And on housing day, all the upperclassmen run into Harvard Yard at crack of dawn. But each of the upperclassmen will come and they'll personally deliver your housing assignment to you. And there's a lot of cheering. Like all the houses have their house colors on, their house mascot, their house flags, and their chants. And it gets kind of aggressive and real.
And who knows, but you just might find your own little trio of lifelong friends. And you guys can wear your Crocs together. But on the rails, something is going on there at Harvard, because Harvard says that 97% of their students choose to stay on campus for all 4 years because of the housing community. So you know what Harvard needs? A lot of friendly people with emotional intelligence, people who can bring other people together. Could that be you? In addition to their over 500 clubs, 500, and they have a number of highly competitive dance teams, a prolific theater program, countless choruses, and tons of bands. But the take-home message here is that that's 500 points of entry for you. I know I've played around a lot, but what I'm trying to get across to you is that every school has their own unique culture. The more that you learn about a school and genuinely see yourself fitting into that school in multiple ways, the more confident you'll be that indeed this is the school for you. And that in turn will make you better at convincing admissions officers that you belong there. So instead of having a pick me vibe, you'll have a I'm the one you want right here vibe. So if there was anything in this video that was informative, interesting, made you crack a smile, made you lose some of that nervousness, give this video a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching Journey with Jordana. I'll see you soon.